Hi everyone, it's Nubian Sun Ra back with another video. And today is the message to never give up. It's another message of encouragement because I understand how difficult and challenging the journey can be at different stages. And whenever we find our way and we actually know which way to go for us, we sometimes get discouraged from the outside forces that may try to penetrate our aura. So we have to always try to keep our mental health intact to be able to make it through the challenges without getting trapped in the web of deceit, And anyone who's going through the journey understand what I mean when I say that, because a lot of times it is a strong mind and one with faith of heart that make it through. And some people will give up because of how difficult it is. But nothing that is worth having is going to be easy. And that's the saying when they say big things come in small packages. That's another saying that we are entertaining angels unaware. You never know when it comes to where you might find information or opportunities, or just find yourself. It's like anything is possible. Truth is infinite, and to be able to receive, we first have to be open. And a lot of times people will be closed off to certain kinds of people because of teaching of what that person that look that way or sound that way or have that type of job, the stereotypes of what that person may be, and people try to steer away from those things. But I already explained in one of my other videos my experiences, good and bad, both played a part in my development, my growth, and to be able to have true growth, you have to have a good balance of both, because the terrible lessons, the distasteful lessons are also teaching us as well. And a lot of people miss that, so they'll judge people, and you never know who that person may be. That person, if you talk with them long enough, you might just get blessed with a jewel of some type of knowledge or wisdom by action, and these things are only seen by those who have a heart that is as if like a child, not childish, like being petty, want to be a bully, entitlement, hey, look at me type energy. When I say like a child, I mean be imaginative, joyful, grateful, children are always grateful for what their parents or a sibling does for them, because they understand that help is love. And that's all the universe wants to do for us, is show us love. And a lot of us will not be accepting to the universe. We shut the universe out and then wonder why the things aren't happening the way we expect it to happen, and why our wishes aren't being fulfilled. It's because there is something the universe wants to tell you, something that you have to change. And a lot of times we know this, but we are in our lower childlike energy, which I would call, that's the petty, entitled, bully-like energy, look at me type energy, spoiled, in a way where it's like you feel like because you were born here, and with your knowledge that you have, at that point, a lot of people don't know that we signed up to be here. So they would think that it's the universe's fault. It'd be like, well, it's my parents' fault. I'm here. I don't want to be here. So I need to get everything that I need to sustain myself because I don't want to be here in the first place. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. Before we were born, our spirit selves signed up for what we came back here to do, reincarnated. That's for only the ones that reincarnated, because I hear some people say not everyone reincarnates, but in my perception, I feel like we all reincarnated. So, as long as we're just open to the universe and the energy that is sending us by, events and synchronicities, and to be able to see those things, first we have to go within ourselves and have our connection with our higher self and our soul to be able to reach the consciousness and awareness of these things. And it takes work. You have to let go of a lot of things that's holding you down within your heart, grief, pain, let love in. Have to let go of some bad habits mentally, thought patterns, thinking negative, things like that, eating healthier. And whenever we open ourselves to the universe is open to us. And then we start to align and attract. And it's a journey. Like, it's not going to happen overnight. Like, things do happen overnight. But no matter how small, we should still give gratitude. Even if it's just within ourselves and our consciousness. Like, now I'm aware of such and such. That's a gift. Because we have to look at it as, I'm not where I was yesterday. I learned something new today. There's always something to be grateful for. And another way to know that you are letting the universe in is to not overlook people just because of what you might think of them. Like the saying I was saying earlier about we may be entertaining angels unaware, and big things come in small packages. We have to treat people well. If they treat us bad, there is always a choice of how we respond. And a lot of times responding is better than reacting. Reacting is a negative response to what is done or said. Responding is positive because you are thinking with a clear mind and you're thinking for the best solution. Reacting is because you feel attacked, you're in your ego, so there's a difference. And when you responding will be like, because if somebody's talking to you, you have a choice to rather speak back or not. That's the first decision we make. So in your mind, you have to think like, do I really want to say something? And then whatever you say has to be something uplifting. Let that person know that you understand they might be hurt or they might be going through hard times. Just let them know that you hope that they get better. I hope you heal. I hope healing for you. Uplift that person in a way to where they'll think about themselves in a way where they'll think like, oh, well, maybe I am tripping today, instead of reacting and cussing them out and calling them all type of raggedy motherfuckers because you upset at what they said or what they did. Because now, even if that person did say something to you first, you are responsible for yourself. You are responsible for how you responded or reacted. So if you react in a negative way, you don't know who that person is. Because a lot of us might be blind. And even ones that can see will still cross someone that they see is golden. But being able to keep your head on because you don't know who this person is and how the negative energy might spew over and affect your frequency connected to the universe. That's a risk. It's a risk. Every day we go out and we interact with people, we're taking risks. If you're going out blindly, or it just even, at your own will, it's a risk. And I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do. And I can't speak with nobody's connection with the universe. I'm just only saying what I've noticed. Everything is connected. So every little thing we do, because, I always talk about details, everything we do, it comes back to us some way, somehow. So that's why I just feel like it's important to understand that everything starts from within. It affects our outside materialistic actions. The material physical world. It affects what we either whatever we attract or whatever we do not attract. Whatever work we do on the inside reflects on that. And it's a good thing that we become aware of that, because that's a part of reprogramming as well. And it's something that is a process. I always speak on it of it being a process because it's not going to happen overnight. But just making the first steps to changing things that we made a decision that we're no longer okay with, so we want to change it. You know, that's a beautiful thing. And it's very helpful. It's self-love. You're loving yourself now because now you want the best of what you could get out of life because you love yourself. We don't realize how important it is to love ourselves. When you don't love yourself, you don't care what happens to you. There is different ways to skin a cat, they say. There's different ways to commit suicide. Think about it. I hope everyone's drinking their water. I hope everyone is staying grounded, earthing, saying your affirmations, meditating, and loving yourself. Peace and love.